Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Belen Huang. Before I begin to talk about my summary and opinion of this talk, please remember to turn on your notifications and subscribe to my channel. This talk that I'm going to introduce you to today is called How Better Tech Could Protect Us from Distraction by Tristan Harris, a former Google employee. So, without further ado, let's get into it. To begin with, Harris states, nowadays, it seems that time has never been so easy to slip out of our hands as we are scrolling through our emails and text messages, while we are aware of the fact that that we are almost certainly going to spend the next 20 minutes on our phones right before we open these notifications. Why is that? It is simply because our phones are like slot machines. Every time when we refresh our social media feeds, we are curious to see what we are going to get or see. As a result of this, Harris argues, people then are left either distracted when they're on their phones or feel that they're missing out on what is happening when they are not on their phones. Yet, beyond these two opposing extremes, there appears to be no middle ground. Thus, to resolve this, Harris maintains we need to restore choice. The choice to consciously choose whether we want to use technology whilst not feeling either interrupted or FOMO, aka the fear of missing out. One example that Harris mentioned is chat messages. In addition, after being interrupted by a text, according to Harris, we will need 23 minutes in order to get ourselves back into focus. Further, the more we are disturbed, the more we will feel interrupted, and the harder it is for us to concentrate. Therefore, to eliminate distractions, Harris introduced the idea of having a focus function in our phones, which blocks messages that are coming through when it is turned on, but still able to receive emergency calls, phone calls, or texts. Moreover, Harris mentioned regarding the focus feature, instead of enabling quick and easy messaging as the goals of phone companies, it should be creating high quality communications and relationships, something that aligns with our deeper human values. While using our phones, it is not just time that is spent, but time that is well spent. Hence, to create this world, we will need to have a different system so that we can begin to value things in a much more different perspective. Such like organic foods that are different than non-organic foods. What if we can also apply this to technology, where there are tools that can help us in building stronger, better connections? And to start this technology revolution, all we have to do is start creating and asking for it. In my opinion, though I feel that Harris's idea, in hindsight, is genuinely and fairly ahead of the time when he gave this talk in 2014, as now we can see his idea, the focus setting, in numerous Apple products today. However, in spite of its implementation in Apple and its benefits in reducing distractions, I think the problem with distractions is not completely solved. First of all, I would like to make myself clear that by saying that I have no means to reject nor go against this focus tool, as it has arguably helped some of us to concentrate without being interrupted by notifications to some extent. Nonetheless, despite that, if we were to take how much we, particularly teenagers and young adults, are attached to our phones, focus doesn't seem to really help. With the reason being that if we were to turn on the focus mode, it still requires us to turn on our phones, which by this point I can say that most of us here will almost certainly distract ourselves by social media apps or the notifications that are displayed in front of us. Hence, on top of that, although the idea and the use of the focus setting in our phones benefits us in minimizing distractions, it still, however, doesn't restrict us from distracting ourselves and the addiction we have towards our mobile phones, which increases the difficulty for everyone to actually turn on focus. Nevertheless, beyond FOMO, which Harris mentioned, there are also other problems involving the internet, namely online bullying, fake news, propaganda, mental health issues, porn addiction, you name it, that has to be solved. Simultaneously, those problems might also worsen our FOMO or phone addiction, as well as dragging us into a downward spiral. The more we scroll, the more we are distracted, and the shorter attention span we will have. Notwithstanding, I am not here to merely illustrate a problem, but I will, of course, try my best to offer a solution. And I'd love to know in the comments below if you agree with me or not. So here it is. Because it is too easy for us to ignore and turn on focus, I would suggest, therefore, more than just using focus on our iPhones, we also need another tool, a tool that all of us have: discipline. It is this ultimate self-control system that restricts us from all distractions, including our cell phones. It may be hard at first to take out our mobile, to resist the urge to take out our mobiles and force ourselves to concentrate on what we are doing at the moment, albeit we will gradually get better at it over time. Whilst, such like any other addiction, if we have the guts, aka determination, to persevere and survive through the process, we will succeed and we will focus. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, comment below, turn on notifications, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to hear more about the effects of technology, specifically our phones, feel free to check out this video here. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.